Good day, YouTube. Is this Nikon D300 from 2008 still relevant today in 2023? Stick around and let's talk about it. So maybe you're like me and you just found out that you have several thousands of dollars of water damage on your new house. Dear God, I hope you're not in that situation. Well, for one reason or another, maybe you're questioning whether or not you want to spend hundreds to thousands of dollars on a new mirrorless camera system and the lenses to go with that. Or maybe you're wondering whether or not you should sell and discard, your old professional DSLR from the yesteryear. Well, the good news is that these cameras, which were once prime time technology, still take exquisite and amazing photographs and are absolutely usable today, 2023. Let's get on to it. So the first factor to consider when talking about the modern usability of an old DSLR like this Nikon D300 is exquisite performance at low cost. So these old DSLRs, Nikon D300, Nikon D3200, etc., and same thing for every other camera manufacturer, these cameras were built like tanks, so ruggedly with metal alloys, durable build. I mean, I've had this camera since 2008 when it was first released, and I've taken it outside in all sorts of varying weather conditions, snow, rain, freezing cold temperatures to do astrophotography. And it has lasted that test of time, and it still takes photos like it does today and everything is still put together just like I bought it. And it's not just the durability, the feature set. I mean, sure, we don't have the modern sensor, which has that exceptionally high dynamic range, but these old sensors were still professional grade equipment and still take exquisite photographs, and you can still work with them in software like Adobe Lightroom, and you get exquisite autofocus systems and the ability to have, in case of my camera, like a rapid fire rate, which is certainly good enough even for like fast action animal photography. And all this can be captured for 1/3, 1/4 the price of even the lowest end budget mirrorless camera. And it's not just the camera systems, it's also the lenses that go with it too. See, the new mirrorless lenses, like with the Nikon Z system, they're exceptionally sharp and they're exquisite, but they're expensive. The good news about making use of older lenses that people often use of old DSLRs is we can find them for exceptional prices as people are discarding them to go to the newer equipment. And they're professional grade, very high quality equipment that we can make use of. And we can save a lot of money in getting very high quality equipment. So when we talk about the relevancy of old DSLR cameras, without a doubt, the most important thing to talk about is what it takes to make an exceptional photograph and understanding that deeply. Let's talk about that. So when we talk about improving the technical quality of our photographs, the very first thing we should be looking at is, are we using a tripod like this?
You can edit that one out.
Definitely don't do that. Perhaps I'm biased because I'm a landscape photographer, but I really think that one of the best ways you can improve the technical quality of your photograph is by getting a well-made tripod and using it all the time as much as possible. Tripods allow us to do several things. First thing is it forces us to slow down when we're taking a photograph and really think through the composition so that we can set it up in the right way possible, such that the viewer ends up getting the right emotions, tones, and expressions we wanted to because we took the time to perfect it before we snapped the photograph and walked away. Secondly, tripods allow us photographers to achieve exquisite sharpness and not feel the limitations of handheld photography. So a camera mounted on a tripod is always going to be more important than using XYZ vibration technology lens. Don't fall for that excuse. Get a well-made tripod and use it whenever possible to achieve sharp results. So building off from what we talked about with tripods, the next crucial factor that we should talk about in determining image quality is lens quality. When I got this 35 millimeter f1.8 lens used, I was shocked and astonished with the image quality that it gave me when I put it on my camera coming from my kit lens. It is so sharp, and the colors are very present, and the contrast is greater than that of my kit lens. And honestly, the image is just more vivid. The impact of the image is that much stronger. It just goes to show that what you put in front of the sensor is more important than, megapixel count and etc. I mean, in my opinion, I think that one should look at upgrading their lenses before they consider upgrading their camera. It's a different talk with the Z system, but lens quality is so crucial in determining image quality. All right, so without a doubt, the most important thing that should be taken away from this YouTube video is this. When it comes to taking high quality, breathtaking images, the most important factor is being at the right place at the right time and understanding the camera technique and composition in the right way that you can take that photograph and make the magic happen. So, for example, I'm a landscape photographer, and often the best time to take landscape photographs is at the brink of dawn when you get that sunrise, or you're right before sunset, when you get those warm colors, and it adds so much magic to the image. And there's a very brief time during the day where that happens, and you have to be right there. You have to be set up and ready, have everything composed correctly, know what you're going to do, have the right exposure, have the right aperture, etc., etc., etc. And it is crucial to be able to have that skill built up so you can be there at the right time and make that photograph happen with the magic. So all this goes to show that despite advances in today's technology, mirrorless cameras, top-of-the-line DSLRs, etc., goes to show that professional DSLRs have very high technical capacity and can be found at a very low price, and definitely still serve a purpose in today's photography, especially if you're someone who's not looking to spend a lot of money, or maybe you're just introducing yourself to photography and looking for an awesome camera. Go for an old professional DSLR. All right, I appreciate you taking the time to tune in. I hope you found some value out of this video, and if you did, don't forget to press that like button. And also, if you want to see more content like this, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to check out some of my photography, where I've done landscape photography and astrophotography, go check out my website and the link below, and have a wonderful day.